All right.
I don't want to sneeze again.
So Kaylee is here to look beautiful. That's what you're going to do. So she is just going to be a stand-in for this one. I watched Terror Train 2 last night in a infection freaking fueled hysteria. I have a root canal and infection in my goddamn head, and oh my god, I haven't slept much. In like a week, I've slept maybe like 10 hours altogether. So anyway, that's probably what convinced me to sit down and watch Terror Train 2. Yeah.
100%.
The film that no one asked for because why?
Wanted.
Because they didn't have the time to ask for it.
We didn't want it.
The other one came out 2 months ago. And someone in my comments came in and said, Terror Train 2 is coming out on Saturday. Well, they were wrong. It came out yesterday. And I just couldn't sleep. It was like 2 a.m. and I went on Tubi and I saw it and I was like, fuck it. I'm watching it.
You really said fuck it.
100%. I actually got out of bed to watch it. I was in bed and I was like, you know what? Kaylee has no interest in this. I'm super curious to see where this goes. So, what is this movie about? Okay. Does it follow the first one, as in the remake that just came out 2 months ago? And did we like the remake? Kaylee did not. I didn't. It's a very generic, garbage type of movie. But somehow, I've watched a lot of movies like that. And they're just, I don't know. There's something about them where I'm just like, I'm watching it and I'm like, I don't hate this, but I kind of hate that I don't hate this because it is bad. So, like, I'm like, whatever about these movies, and I can watch these, like, no problem.
Why do I feel like you, disliked it so much more when we saw it? I'm gonna have to, watch our review because I felt like we were both like, this is
bad.
So
but
stupid.
It is bad. It is bad. I'm not denying it's not bad.
You just don't, vehemently hate it. Vehemently.
I just... I don't know what word you said there, but vehemently is correct. Whatever the hell, that was like venom.
I mean, okay, I have
venom spinning towards it. Yeah, you're just here to be pretty. So, yeah, I just want to say that, there are films that I think are terrible. But, I don't know, there's something about them, I'm just I can watch them and I'm fine. And Terror Train is that kind of movie where it's just, I don't know. I've watched too much of this shit. So I was just like, I'm just going to watch the next one. I want to see what it's like. I'm going to see how it follows the first one. How the hell they get them back on the train, that kind of shit. So this is, okay, I will say this. If you did like the first one, you probably like this one. They're very consistent. The film is, they had to have been shot back to back. They had to be shot literally the same day. I think they filmed all of this in one day. Wouldn't surprise me. It's actually, it's that it's got that quality to it where it's a Lifetime movie where the camera work is the basics of basic. Yeah. It's here, I went to film school. And I know exactly where I'm supposed to put the camera. I have no artistic view at all. I don't have anything to offer as a director. I just know where there's the different kinds of shots, and I'm just gonna sporadically put them there for zero reason. Right? They're not here to convey a message. They're not here to heighten tension or enlarge a character or focus in on something that's supposed to draw the viewer in. None of that shit is just here, right? It's just stale, stagnant shots that are technically fine. Uh-huh. And so anyway, it's that same. It's obviously the same director. It's the same actors. I think 4 characters return from the first movie. You got the main chick and the magician, of course. And then you've got these, I think it's 2 to 3 other characters, maybe 5 altogether. Oh no, God, shit, maybe 6, because then there's the girl who worked for the train, and she's in this as well.
Oh, wow.
Whatever. You got a lot of people who return to the Terror Train, specifically. This time around, it's a year later, and there are kids during New Year's who are throwing the kind of anti-message of we're not going to let the, events from last year hold us back from the party that we deserve. So they rent out the exact same train, and all the people who were part of it are like either want to go or are coaxed into going so that they can kind of give the middle finger to the past. And it's like, it's dead and gone. Let's bury it. We've done this story before. So everyone shows up who lived through the first movie. The magician's reason is just that he needed money. Oh. He just needed the cash, man.
Sick.
Everyone's still in love with this guy.
So weird.
All the girls are like 20 and the dude looks 50. That's fine. That's what they're into. So, yeah, I don't know. It is exactly the same quality as the first film, which is not good, but like somehow watchable, where I sat there the whole film, totally fine. It's totally fine. Like,
you know what that was?
It's
the fever in your brain cooking it.
It's watchable. That's it. The dialogue and the drama, it's very like soap opera-y and funny and stupid, and I don't know. Did I enjoy the movie? No. Yes and no.
I just don't think you're a reliable source because you were.
No, I just telling you, this movie's terrible. Don't watch it. I'm serious, but I didn't hate it. But that's just because these kinds of movies, I've watched shit my whole life, right? I've watched so many bad movies that when something comes along like this, it feels like Turbulence 3 heavy metal, where you just watch it and you're just like, man, this is not good. This is just not good. But I'm somehow weirdly entertained. and it's just, I don't know. Those like kind of like those quick sequels that are just like, you know, made straight for like Tubi. I don't know. There's something about them. Anyway, film plays out very obviously. It's almost a carbon copy of the first one, which is hilariously a carbon copy of the original, without the gore, and there's almost very little in the original, so this is even less. Same thing with this one. The kills are all super fucking lame. There's a girl whose I should say. She has like a dress on, and it's like got these like cups to her tits, and they have like some fucking space adhesive on them, because I don't really know how her tits never come out of this thing. But they're just like here, and her nipples like should exist, but they don't. So I don't know if they've been like
surgically removed,
like CGI'd out or what. But they're just like here the whole time, and they're just not. And she like runs around and everything, and they're just like there. So there's boob tape, right? That holds your shit on. It has to be what's happening here, because I was just like, how are they singing there? And then there's this like security guard who might be the most useless fucking security guard of all time. He's a total fucking pussy. Like, this guy made me laugh when he was like, well, they didn't have me last time. And he said something about like, you know, oh yeah, well, we'll see what he does against my black belt in karate. And I'm like, oh Jesus, what is this, fucking Cobra Kai all of a sudden? This guy is the wimpiest looking dude I've ever seen in my life. I don't care what fucking skill level he is. No, I'm not buying it. And this guy does nothing. He does nothing. Okay? Could be a spoiler. I don't care. This guy does nothing and dies. Nothing. We see zero karate moves. We see zero out of this person. He's like, oh yeah, nothing's going to happen because I'm here. And then he dies. And you're like, oh.
Sick.
Okay. I thought I'd see him at least pretend to do a karate move. Nope. JK. Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just a lot of kind of like stuff like that in this movie where I was just laughing, but it's the same shit as the first one. It's like, oh, is there a killer on the train? No, it's a joke. You know, whatever. And people are going back and forth. You know, and the killer is pretty obvious, but I don't know. I didn't hate my time with it, but I still scored it like a 2. out of 5 on the Letterboxd. The first one got a 1.5 star, and this one got a 2. And I enjoyed it more than 2.5s and maybe some 3s that we watched this year.
Wow.
Because it's just it's so obviously bad But there's something interesting about the characters to me where I'm just like, would I watch a part 3? 100%.
Oh my god.
Like if part 3 dropped in 2 months, 100% I'm watching it and talking about it.
Oh my god.
So the infection has gotten into my brain.
Yes, 100%.
Call the police. It's happened. It's happened. I've completely lost my mind. But Lee McCoy from Drum Dums watched Terror Train today. After him and I yapped about it for a minute, and he was like, I didn't hate it.
Oh
I didn't hate it, and I kind of hate myself for saying that, and I agree with you, Lee, 100%. I kind of hate myself for not hating this movie as much as I should. That's it.
All right.
Kind of reminds me of something like the My Super Psycho Sweet 16 trilogy on MTV. It's like, something about those films are very charming. Even though they're not good. But they are. But they're not. This isn't. Don't watch it. Maybe watch it. I don't know. I'm done. Bye.